I built this vise a few years ago out of scrap material. I put it on this little rickety stand. It's been great being able to roll it around the shop, but I'm gonna just chop it off. I'm gonna weld it to a piece of 2x2. I wanna mount that vise to this welding table that I built recently. I'm gonna put a piece of receiver tube here and another piece here. Actually, what I'll have to do is probably one here and then maybe one on the other end down there. I may do that. Right here, I'm just using a 4.5 inch angle grinder with a cutoff wheel. Okay, so I got my 2 8-inch pieces cut. I think I'm just gonna stick it out just enough to where I can get a nice weld right here. Weld right here, and I'll pop me a hole here to stick my pin through. If I slide it this way to where I can put the pin through the front, I think it's just gonna be in my way. I drill some holes in this receiver tube when I start this project, but I end up not drilling any in the 2x2 because I don't think I'm gonna need any, and I can always add them later if I need to put a pin in there. Like I do with any metal project, I'm just taking a flap disc and a flat metal file and cleaning up all the burrs around the edges. Just using a flap disc to knock some primer down where I'm going to weld this receiver tube. I actually end up missing about half the spots that I weld, but it's okay. Go. Not so pretty under there, but I actually forgot to knock the paint off. It'll hold. I just cut this piece out of this scrap piece of angle iron. I'm gonna cap this with it. I'm just knocking a little rust off of this angle here so I can get a better weld. Again, just taking a flap disc and cleaning up some burrs, and then on one side I'm going to bevel it a little bit because this is 1/4 inch and I believe that angle is 1/8 inch, and I just want to be able to make sure I get some good penetration on it. The welding footage in all my videos, except for a couple of clips, is always sped up because watching real-time welding is pretty boring. I do show most of the welds though when I get done. In the middle of working on this project, I had a change of plans and made this piece in the last clip. Got it welded up. So this is 2x2 and this is the receiver tube. Here's the 2x2. I got it welded onto that piece of angle iron that I capped this off with. So it's gonna just go in here. Like so. I could also turn it this way for other applications. And then I'm gonna see if I can pick this heavy thing up with one hand. This will just slide down in there like so. Let's pull it over a little bit. All right, so there we go. I went ahead and welded this receiver tube over here. I do have a video on building this vise. If you're interested in making your own vise, it's a great welding project, even if you're learning how to weld. I got a super detailed video. It's pretty long-winded and rambly like a lot of my videos, but that's a lot of detail in there. So anyways, I got that piece there so that I can use the long end of the table. I got one here so that I can just use the short end. I can turn this 90 degrees and stick other things in there. The reason I went with this design was I wanted something a little more universal because I've got 3 bench grinders that I don't use as much as I want to. And I want to be able to throw them on the table here. Here it is. Tell me what you think. I'll catch you on the next one.